All right, we're here at Arizona State University. I'm David Reeder. We're joined by one of the breakout stars of this weekend's Pac-12 championships, Cameron Craig. Cameron won the 100 freestyle, the 200 freestyle, the second fastest time in the country in the 200 free. So tell me, is this all sunk in yet?
Yes and no. Like, it's great knowing that I went the second best time, but, you know, just it came from hard training, just working every day, working on my paces, and then the hard work just paid off at that meet.
Yeah. So first relay. You're leading off, you go 132 low in the 200 free. Your best time before that, if I'm correct, was 134, and it would have been like 138 coming into college. When you see that time on the board, what are you kind of thinking?
Just that I did everything I could to get where I am today. Bob just trained me hard every day, and then the team just kept on pushing me. So with that time, I just knew it was really good.
Were you surprised?
A little, yeah. I expected like a high 32, but I was really happy with a low 32.
What gave you the confidence, that you were going to drop so much from mid-season?
Just because I've never trained the 200 free before in
Okay.
high school. So as soon as I came here, he just said, you are definitely going to do the 2 free. I was like, all right. So I was on board, and then we just trained every day and worked.
So what were you recruited as? What were your events coming into college?
The 200 IM, the 100 back, and the 100 fly.
So,
and the 100 free was like a toss-up.
So what did Bob see that changed that?
Well, I have more of a longer stroke for swimming, so the 200 free kind of best fit that, and I don't really have the endurance for a 500 free. And then my underwaters and my turns aren't really good enough for fly or back right now. So hopefully I'll get back to those longboard season.
Was it weird not swimming backstroke, though, like swimming the 100 back at Pac-12s?
No, I enjoyed the 200 free a lot more than the 100 back.
Why?
I don't know. I just train for it every day.
Yeah.
So it's kind of easier.
Yeah. So in the day between the relay and the individual, what did you kind of see that was like, maybe I can go a little bit faster?
Just watching my video, I was able to see where I was going wrong. Just my breakouts, I was just popping up out of the water. So water was getting pushed against my face, which was slowing me down. And then my start, it was just a little slow, so I had to work on the entry, and then I just prepared for that 200 free.
Take me through that final little bit. Obviously, you had Dylan Carter out there, out pretty fast. You split it great. You came back great. So what were you? Could you see him, and could you tell it was going to be a better time than it had been on the relay?
I honestly couldn't see him the entire race up until the last 50. My goggles were a little foggy, but as soon as I saw him on the last 50, I just gave it all I had.
Yeah, and then the drop in the 100 free as well. So. Is that event very much like a secondary focus, or has it been?
Yeah, the 100 free is probably a secondary focus, and then along with the 200 IM. So I just hope to go faster at NCAAs and 100 free.
Of course. So when you realize where that time stacked up and the people that you're kind of with and going to be grouped with in the 200 free come NCAAs, what did that mean to you knowing the people? Obviously, another freshman at the top who's dropped a lot of time, but some pretty big names right behind you, the Maxime Rooney's of the world, and obviously Townley Haas and those guys.
Yeah. Well, I just feel like it's stacked up pretty high to where I just know what I have to do, and I feel like as long as I can just hang with those guys, then I'll just do what I need to do.
Where do you distinguish yourself in the race, strategy-wise?
Probably my last 50. I just feel like my last 50 is the best part of my race.
Why is that, though?
I'm not sure. I just have that last gear that I'm able to use to my advantage.
The coming back off Pac-12s. Obviously, you've done. I assume you've done the double championship meet before, but is there something special knowing that what you just accomplished and what the level that you're going to reach next? The next meet?
Maybe. I just haven't really thought about it much. My goal is just to do really good NCs and help the team score.
Any more specific goals in terms of placing times?
Top 3 would definitely be a huge picture for me, and time-wise, I'm not sure what I'm going to go yet.
Well, should be fun to try and find out. The program, come a long way. You were a big reason why, obviously, getting fourth at Pac-12s. Was this kind of what you imagined when you committed a little over a year ago?
Well, when Bob pulled me into his office, he first said, we're looking at a bigger program of Arizona State, and we want you to be part of it. And I just wanted to be part of a growing program, and we have come a long way. We have worked very hard every day, and obviously it paid off at Pac-12s.
What have you learned from Bob?
Just keep keep the train on the tracks. That's his best line to me. And it's just focusing and doing everything right. And so far, I'm on course. So.
Yeah. As a freshman, have there been any points where it's been hard to keep focused?
Yes and no. Like, obviously, swimming's hard, so it's like hard to focus during like hard training, especially winter training was very hard for me because I'm not very good at long course training. But as soon as long course training was over and we went right back to short course, it just felt amazing. Like, I just swam really well since then.
Is it, it's spring break right now. You're here just swimming, no school. Is it excitement now that's kind of carrying you through this all about what's coming next, or is it all like, oh, it's spring break, I'm here, I'm training?
Well, I'm already like in a paradise state for spring break.
This is true.
It's like 80 degrees out. So
We're not complaining.
I'm not really worried about that part, but I'm just like really excited for NCs. And where I'm seated right now is just making me look forward to what happens in 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun one for sure. You mentioned long course training was a struggle. Why was that? Are you just not used to training long course?
Well, I train long course, but like I've never trained that hard before.
Okay.
So I guess it's just something I'm going to have to adapt to over the next 3 years here at Arizona State. But I was just never really good at it. I love racing long course, don't get me wrong, but training is very hard for me.
Do you think that your newfound freestyle success will carry over into long course, or do you could still consider yourself more of a backstroke butterflyer in that format?
I see the 100 free carrying over into long course, but I'm not sure about the 200 free yet. I'm going to have to talk with Bob about that. But I'm definitely going to be doing the 100 fly and 100 back long course.
Why? What's so different for you about the 200 short course to long course? Because obviously, I mean, I know very different races, but what is it for you that feels so much different in those two races?
Definitely short course. The 200 free just feels easier, and I can pace it better. And I've just never learned how to pace a 200 very well.
You think that's
a long course?
Yeah. Do you think that's something you'll kind of learn from Bob though, as you?
I feel like he'll teach me, but for right now, I'm just gonna focus on short course.
Right. Yeah. Of course. Plenty to focus on over these next couple weeks. What's one thing you're hoping to get out of the NCAA experience as a freshman?
Just the atmosphere. Like I just heard from all the other people who've been there already that the atmosphere is just amazing. So I just really want to be a part of it.
You think you got a taste of that through like Pac-12s and the dual meets?
I feel like Pac-12s was small taste of it, but NCs, there's multiple schools there. There's really good swimmers, and I just want to see it for myself.
You're a Midwestern guy. You're from Michigan, so going back someplace closer to home, is that going to be kind of cool to race in that environment?
Yeah, it's going to be really cool because I have some friends and family that are going to come visit. Yeah. So it's going to be great seeing them since I haven't seen them in a couple of months. So
you raced the Nat before? You raced at the Nat before?
Yeah, I've raced.
You like that pool?
There plenty of times. Yeah, especially since they renovated it. It looks really nice now.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. We're definitely looking forward to getting up there and seeing how things go. Cameron, we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Appreciate your time. Glad to come down here and chat. That 200 free is going to be a fun one at NCAAs, and it's going to be a great race, and excited to see you in it.
It's definitely going to be an exciting race. Thank you.
Yeah. Cool. That's Cameron Craig here at Arizona State. He's going to be swimming the 200 freestyle at NCAAs in a couple weeks. Thanks, everyone, for watching. I'm David Reeder. We'll see you down the road.